back and forth, and I know it doesn't have much to do with the college game, but the back and forth between the president and the NFL and the national anthem and all that kind of stuff. Do you have any thoughts on how this weekend has been handled?
Yeah, no, my thoughts are on Virginia Tech. I'm not getting in that mess. My thoughts are on the Hokies.
Back to football. Given your a lot of freshmen at defensive end, a couple unfortunate injuries, how are the young guys at defensive end progressing, and how are you going to manage that going forward? That way you don't get in a situation where the stars retire out of the league.
Well, we just got to keep finding opportunities to get them in the game and then coaching them. You know, as much opportunity as we can get 22 and 35 in there, just gives us a chance to coach them and start building some confidence in them. And again, the cumulative effect of that hopefully will pay off for us as we get, you know, to the latter part of the season. Obviously, Christian can go out and play in for us and do a great job. Register played well for us last week. I think he played somewhere 13 to 15 snaps, did a good job for us. He's a guy that needs to continue to keep coming and give us some good quality snaps like that. I think graded 90-something%. He did his job, played well. And then, but we need, you know, 22 and 35 are just in a different spot than everybody else. They got all the tools, but we got to kind of go to where they are. You know, we can't expect them to come to us or come to where we got to go to them, and we got to bring them along. And so that's what we're trying to do. And Todd's done a great job with those guys.
Defensive line, you said before the season started in August that you thought Jabril Robinson had a great camp, and he was right there, 1B with Dex and Christian. What's your assessment of how he's played so far?
Played probably his best game Saturday. Played his worst game last week. So it was good to see him respond. You know, he had too many mental errors against Louisville. I guess it was Louisville. And then came back this week and played a really good game for us. His best grade. And so it was good to see him respond that way. So he's doing good.
I know it was 6 years ago, but 2011 up there at Lane Stadium. What do you remember about it, and what makes that such a tough place to play for opponents?
Well, I remember not many people gave us a chance to win. I remember that. Similar to this, we played like, it seemed like every week we were playing some ranked opponent, and it just was like, dang, here comes another one. And we had to go up to Blacksburg, and it was cold and rainy, and you know, I just remember we played a big game. Played well, really played well defensively, and we just kind of made just enough plays offensively. Dwayne Allen had a big game. Bellamy popped one, and you know, it was just a hard-fought, you know, tough, kind of a dreary night type of a game. So I remember it was a long ride to the stadium. I remember, I'll never forget it. I guess we're still staying there. We stayed in like Roanoke or something, but it just seemed like forever to get there. And we went some back road. And I just remember looking back, and my whole team's asleep. I'm going, we're going to get our butts kicked. And, you know, they're all snoring. And, you know, we played a pretty good game. So it's an awesome environment. And, you know, it's just kind of our night that night. They were really talented. In fact, I think that might have been their only loss, maybe till the championship game. I mean, they were really good team. And, you know, we played well.
Kind of a reminder of how far this program has come in the last 6 years. Back then, and like you said, it seemed almost impossible to win against 3 ranked opponents in a row, and now it almost seems like the expectation to do it 3 and 4 weeks.
Yeah, well, I mean, I definitely think that you know, there's at least 50% chance out there that we could go win the game, whereas we were probably way down. We probably had maybe a 10% chance back in those days, you know, and I think that's just a credit to, you know, the amount of games we've been in, the consistency that we've had, and you know, so I'd say people probably just believe in us a little bit more than what they did back then from the outside. But you know, we've always believed on the inside, even when, you know, maybe it didn't look as pretty. But that was a fun night. That was a great moment, and you know, kind of kept the momentum going, and as we went on to our first ACC championship in a long time.
Considering the ACC scheduling, I mean, do you think it's a little bit of a shame that these two programs don't maybe meet up a little bit more during the regular season? Now
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. You know, I'm glad that it's for whatever reason it's worked out. We've kind of played them a lot since 11. I think we played them again in 12 here. So they're the one team we have seen quite a bit outside of Georgia Tech over the past since probably the last 5 or 6 years. But you know, I love for our guys to play everybody. You know, there's got to be some type of change in the schedule. You got out of conference rivalry games and stuff that get involved in all that stuff. Yeah, I mean it's good. It's good. We got some of these teams that you don't know when you're going to ever see them again. You're like, dang, they're in our conference. I forgot, you know, because we hadn't played them in so long. But I don't even know who's on there and who we got next year, other than Georgia Tech. Who's on there? Who we got? I don't know. I have no idea. You know, we'll eventually get through them.
After looking at the film last week, did Travis Etienne look as good on film as he did right after the game?
No, you know, he looked a little slow, and he didn't really hit the hole with the burst like we needed him to. Heck yeah, he looked as good on film. He looked great, man. I mean, it was awesome. I mean, you can't deny what you saw. I mean, he's just like y'all heard me say it many times. He just runs like every play's the game-winning play in the Super Bowl. You know, he just has that mindset, and you love that. Doesn't always go to the right spot, but he has that desperation to him, and you love that. Oh yeah, he's earned that. I mean, I think Feaster and after 4 games, you know, Feaster and Travis have kind of separated just a little bit, and have definitely earned more opportunity. You know, that's not to discount Adam and CJ. In fact, I was just watching our game from last year. CJ Fuller had some huge plays in the ACC championship game. I mean, huge plays, big runs. We're gonna need Choice and Fuller. Choice, I thought, had one of the best runs in the game the other day. Ran through a tackle on the goal line and then carried another guy into the end zone. He's again just gaining his confidence, and you know I think we've got 4 really good players there, and we'll need them all, and they'll all have opportunity. But definitely with the performance to this point, Feaster and Travis have kind of warranted a little more opportunity from what we've seen.
I think you mentioned Christian Wilkins earlier. What do you know from being around him all the time that you know to explain why he's so good come Saturdays?
Well, I mean, obviously he's physically talented. I mean, he's got a great body for the position. He's fast. He's twitchy. He's very strong. He's got incredible flexibility. But he just cares so much. It means a lot to him. I mean, he works at it. I mean, he's got all that talent, but he just works at it. I mean, he prepares all the time. He watches a lot of tape. He works a lot after practice. I mean, he's just one of those guys that goes above and beyond. And when you have a really talented player who goes above and beyond, you get a superstar. And that's it. Just high character and integrity, and really cares about his performance.
Coach Venables was saying that he still feels like this defense doesn't really have an identity per se, given all the national acclaim they've got. What do you think he means by that?
Well, I think you see us playing. We're playing a ton of guys, and you know. But I think that we've only played 4 games, and you know we haven't seen everything just yet as far as styles of play, and some people that are going to really be able to challenge us from a matchup standpoint. So I think that you know we're still learning that. You know, but I think if anything, the identity is they're going to show up and be ready, and they're prepared every week. We play with great effort, and you know we respond. Offense turns the ball over on the 10-yard line. You know the guys don't pout; they go out there and they respond. Give up a big play, they go to the next play. So I think that's something that we definitely can see in this group so far. They really have been a group that has played pretty consistent for 4 quarters. They really have not been inconsistent in that at all.
is any aspect of the defense better than you would expected it to be this year, or that you maybe weren't too sure about going into the season that now you're pretty proud of, or?
Yeah, not really. You know, the local folks around here know. I mean, that was the one thing I was very confident with coming into the season. I really felt like we were going to be pretty good defensively. I thought all three levels we had the most depth and the most functionality that we've had. You know, we've had it maybe this level or that level, but all three levels we got a lot of guys that can play. And that's what you've seen. We've played more linebackers than we've ever played. We play a ton of DBs. We got a bunch of guys inside that can play. We're developing some guys at end. Nothing has really surprised me. You know, I think guys are again, taking pride in their preparation and taking advantage of opportunities. I felt like Kayvon Wallace would be a guy that would come on for us. I mean, we all know what we got in these veteran guys that were back. But some of those young guys like Isaiah and Kayvon and Trayvon and A.J. Terrell, who's a true freshman coming in here, just really pleased, you know, with how they've performed.
Sunday night that Maverick and Dorian were a little banged up. Were they fine yesterday?
Yeah,